and you thought I was dead. Yeah, I'm back. You remember my name? Alex Woody. Piece of crap. Nice to meet you. Hey, I know it's been a while. I've been busy. You see that? That's not the new Jordan. No, I'm not going to space. No, I didn't join a fashion agency. No, I didn't live in France and started a company and made it cool, even though it's dumb. Got hurt. Yeah. I finally give back, helping out kids, coaching sports, and this happens. You know, it's ironic that you're selfish for so long and you finally do something good and then something bad happens. This is why you don't do good things. Because when you do good things, you get hurt. When you do bad things, you get hurt, but you're having fun, guy. I got hurt. This is the most severe injury I've ever had, which I should say, give it up to my privilege, Caucasian, suburbs. Mom worked hard. I used her for her money. I mean, thank God for that, right? Because I am lucky I've only torn a calf muscle. There's men out there that have lost their arms, their penises, Mr. Bop It, fingers, penises. I mean, that's the craziest one, right? Can you imagine losing that? If you got your penis taken away from you without your consent, you're not trying to transition, someone took it away from you, you would have to go move to a mountain high up above the clouds, meditate every day, find the secrets of life, teach it to others. You couldn't have a normal life if someone took your penis away. You would have to become like a superhero. Oh my God, look at that superhero. Like, he saved the city. Yeah, but did you hear he didn't have a penis? Yeah, but his life is greater than yours. He's doing more. Yeah, that's true. If you're just a normal guy going to work, hey, Chinese guy used a sword and cut my dick off when I was orange chicken. That's weird. That sucks. I feel bad, not so much for the Lorraine Bobbitt guy, because I heard he was a prick, but I just feel bad for the guy going down the street in Florida and an alligator jumps out of the blue because he's fucking bored and sick of Yahtzee and just, see ya, Johnson, wouldn't want to be ya. Come back, please, come back. But you don't know how to sew because you went to junior college, so that's gone. That's actually probably a good reason to become a doctor or a surgeon, because if some freak accident happens, like your son accidentally buys a gun and shoots your dick off practicing for the school, you better know how to sew it back on or tape it up or fix it, put the head back on. I mean, you're screwed if you go to Australia and a kangaroo comes up to you and says, you're not a man, and rips it off and waves at you and throws it. You ain't putting that back on, and you're crying like a baby. You know? Mom can't put it on. I know mom fixes a lot of things, but I don't think honestly, I think a mom could reattach a penis. I really do. Moms can fix everything, right? Not always in the best way. I remember coming home crying because my favorite pair of jeans got a hole in them. This was last year. No, I was in probably high school, but I was young. And my mom goes, you know what? I can fix that. And she gets, remember the patches? And it's not even the same color jean pants you have, right? You're wearing black jeans and she's got a blue one. But she'd put it underneath. The hole was covered, and she sewed it. Somehow she knew how to sew by hand. Moms back in the day, I don't know about now, maybe all moms, they knew how to sew, right? Just like anything. And anything correlates with, I could see that in a movie. Oh my God, my penis, let me fix it. And she's got her glasses on. For some reason, she's got a little blanket over her, and she's going to work. There is a story. It wasn't on Twitter. This was an old school story, word by mouth, which is basically the same as Twitter. You've all played the game as a kid. You tell one kid something, your mom gets AIDS, and before you know it, it comes back to you, and your mom's got herpes. You know what I mean? The story changes. But, yeah. Fuck! Forgot where I was going. Hey, guy, don't smoke weed, but it's fun, so you want to smoke it. And you forget how fucking... This is why I need a producer to remind me. Why do you think all these famous podcasters have producers? It's not for them to look up stuff or put the video clips up or manage the location. It's about reminding the stone entertainer where they were going with what they were saying. Moms, they can do a lot. The story, here we go. Sometimes a keyword, I got ADD or dyslexia, or someone hit me in the head as a toddler with a hammer, but there's something, but words will key in. And when I said that mom, now I remember what I was talking about. Remember that story? Don't know if you heard it. A car fell on top of this woman's kid, and she lifted the car up and was able to save her kid. Yeah, now I think about it, I think that was bullshit. A lot of moms told me while they were sipping wine and popping Xanax, Oh, that first mom that discovered Xanax and wine. Have you ever seen musicals? It's just a normal scene, and then it breaks out in music, and the main character is dancing and doing spins and doing flips. That was the first mom that discovered during a school day, and they're wondering what to do while they wait for their kid. I'll try Xanax and wine. See if that helps the day go by. And the musical started. It's just a normal... I'm coming out. I want the world to see. Body. They're so fucked up they don't even know the words. That's how you know you're messed up, is when you start making the instrument sounds with your mouth. Gabadoo body. Baboo-bee. Gabadoo. Yappa-doo-bee-da. But I'm keeping the same rhythm so you know what song I'm thinking of. Right? If that could just be a talent, I would be a billionaire. Just going American Talent. Gap-boo-bee-dee. Ba-boo-bee-dee, gap-boo. She-ta-boo-hee-ha. They're going to be like, there's got to be a background story of this guy. How did he come up to get to this form of entertainment, right? They always do a background story on someone. And I wonder in the live taping, do they play it? They must, because... when that person comes out after this heartbreak story, they're like applauded, and the judges are looking at him more in favor. Right? The guy's putting spoons on his face and ears and head, but because he fought jaguars in the jungle and his mom was banging the milk lady, he's getting passed to the next round. Oh my God, you had to deal with that? Oh my God, you had leprosy on your cock? Yeah, pass them through. Honestly, I would pass someone through if they had leprosy on the genitals. But you know who could fix that? Not doctors, moms. Moms also believe in, like, stories. Like the one I was telling you about, the mom saving their son. You know in reality the mom couldn't lift the car and the son died. Or he just slid out and she thought, oh my God, I'm lifting it. And he's just... I'm saving his life. And the son's just, wow, that was crazy. I got myself out of there. My leg is fucked up. But, wow, Mom. And he's like, there's no way I could have done that. He doesn't believe that. He just slid out, right? And so now the mom thinks, and the story spreads. And people believe that. You see it with politics. right? Oh my God, everyone's doing that. It must be true, right? And it's one person that's doing this specific thing, and then the politician jumps on there and they're like, everyone's doing this, watch out, right? One person always fucks it up for everyone. You know, I feel bad for this group of people getting called out for doing something they're not doing, right? Like, oh, it's horrible. You know, back in the day, people used to be able to drink and drive. Hee hee hee. Just people saluting them as they go, oh, he's having fun. And then one person had to kill someone, and now they got DUI checkpoints, and they got locks on the car that you go blow into if you got a couple DUIs. It's a buzzkill. It's how you supposed to enjoy your drunk when you got to deal with all that. You know what I mean? But back to the moms and the stories and just people believing stuff in general. My mom, I swear, I'm not even making this up. She honestly believes that I lost my hair because I wore too many hats. Not because of genetics, that baldness runs in the family. Not because I did Oxycontin in 2009. No. She thinks, oh, he wore that baseball cap a lot. And I've heard, I don't know from who, you made it up in your head, that baseball caps do that. Then why aren't there more bald baseball players, Laura? I feel like shaking her, but you can't. It's your mom. It's a lady, right? You can't shake a lady. You can shake a guy in a bar and go, what's wrong with you? And you're serious, but you're acting like you're not serious. You know what I mean? That's how you get something serious point of view. Fuck you. And you really want to, like, you know, you ate the last fucking chocolate chip cookie. Can't shake a lady. I gotta let my mom go. My mom is so excited for a woman president. She just spills CNN. Just anything positive she hears about the woman upcoming president, she believes, right? It's like the other side where they believe he's Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Oh my God, he's the second coming. Really? He eats fast food every day. He doesn't have abs. Did you see our last savior? He was hot. He was like a Jared Leto. You know, like just great abs, great beard, great face. It had to be hard for Jesus to go, I am not going to sleep with you four hot women that just begged me to have sex with you. It had to be hard. I have a hard time believing that any famous person has turned down sex. I have a very hard. There's no way. Jesus was the first celebrity. Can you imagine being the first celebrity? What would be given to you? And he's got to go, no, fuck off. You know how hard it is for me to say fuck off to friends that are going to the brewery? I'm not even being given anything. I'm buying stuff, but the brewery's fun. Can you imagine what they're inviting a celebrity to? That's just a brewery, guy. We got women hanging here, there. We'll do this, we'll do that. Here's free clothes, the best drugs. You want a massage? You want to give a facial? Here's the best food. Here's the best cars. Here's the best friends. I can't imagine being a famous person, and I'm sure there's some of them out there, doubtful, that just say, you know what, I don't want any of that. I'm going to sit right here. It's very hard to believe that. You know, the artists that do that are the ones that are homeless in San Francisco. Yeah, man, I turned down the man. I didn't want to be famous. Well, now you're doing fentanyl off your fucking cock on 12th Street in Bangladesh, you know? I don't think that's a street in San Francisco. But I don't get the artists that are too proud to get a sponsor or sell out. It's like, don't you want to make money doing it in love? That's why I get Green Day. People, oh my God, they sold out. No, they started making music for other fucking types of people so they can make money so generations of their family can be taken care of. Oh, he's a sellout. He's doing it for the money. Have you been poor? It's fucking horrible. It's... I really do give credit to, like, comedians and musicians that don't get day jobs and they really do comedy or music full time and they're making $20 a night. And they're fucking struggling. Those, I mean, I'm like impressed if they do start making a living. Just make a living. Don't even be famous. You know, I'm like, I think that's the coolest, most respectable way to make a living. Doing something you love, risking your life for it. That's like, I didn't go to college, so I'm just going to say this word, amazing. Awesome. You know, I don't have too many words in my vocab that I can just get to it. But anyways, thank you for joining the podcast. I hope you subscribe. I hope you keep listening. I'm not done yet. I just had to get that in. Follow me on _AlexWoodyComedy. I'm going to be performing. I'm at Epidemic Ales this Saturday in Concord at 8. Last time I was there, I got in trouble for my material. So you might want to check out the show if you're in the Bay Area, Northern California, the north part of Cali. And I also drop in a lot to this place called Fluid 510 in Oakland, which is also in Northern Cali, Oakland to be exact. They're fun shows, and I work out a lot of new stuff. That's a lie. I do a lot of old stuff and try to make it good again, which you never want to do a joke that you're sick of, right? So I'm working on that. I got a lot of boot material. You know, it's sometimes nice when something bad happens in your life because you can talk about it and it's funny. Maybe I need to start pissing off some people and being more of a dirtbag to get more material. I don't know. Sounds crazy. Sounds like a movie. Just a guy breaking the law so he has funny material. Don't take my idea, Spielberg. So anyways, follow me. I'll be posting more comedy clips. You know, it's tough being motivated having the boot. I know that's an excuse, and there's probably athletes watching this, doubtful, that are like, pussy, like, I climbed Mount Everest with 2 broken legs. I get it. That's not me. I'm normal, like majority of people, and I make this an excuse not to do anything. Yes, I will have a couple of beers and watch movies and not work out. Damn it, I'm going to be off this foot for 6 weeks. Are you telling me that, Doc? Damn, I have to be lazy and tell family members to get stuff for me? Oh, man, I'm not going to like that. That stinks. Ugh, man, I'm not looking forward to these 6 weeks. If you don't think I'm going to milk this for a year, you're absolutely crazy. I'm going to be wearing this boot and keep telling people my leg hurts because I feel like a king right now. People are getting me water. You know, you want me to buy you alcohol? Take this pill. You'll feel better. Eat. I'll make you whatever. You want to rub? I don't really get those. You want a pillow? Yeah, take a pillow behind your head and legs. I'm like, this is how kings felt in England. You know? Like, this is awesome. And as soon as this goes, people are going to be looking at me like, get your own thing. Do you know how the people open the door for me and go, I got you, buddy? I'm a fucking celebrity. Jesus Christ, where's the orgies? You know? It is kind of annoying having the boot because people have been coming up to me and going, oh my God, what happened? I told you I've been wearing the boot for 3 weeks. You should know not to ask me that question. You know how many times someone asks me what happened? And it just comes to a point where you just go, it's a long story. Even though it's a short story, I was running, coaching, showing these kids a drill, telling them, I'll do it better than you. Watch this. This is how you got to do it. You're a pussy. You can't play football. I can. I do the drill. Feel a pop in my calf. I go down One kid's yelling, check his ear, I think he got shot. I stand up and go like this. I'm the most popular coach now. It was horrible. I don't wish this on any Asian person, but bad. And honestly, it's kind of been a blessing. Yeah, I'm not doing as much comedy. Yeah, I've been getting fatter, you know. But, you know, do you really trust a dad that doesn't work out? I mean, do you really trust a dad that works out a lot? You don't. And you don't really trust a dad that doesn't work out either. Can that guy take care of his son? He's 10,000 pounds. You know, you have to flip things around when things don't go your way in life and something springs at you. And realizing I can exploit people for a very long time, it's just been a blessing. And I'm grateful it's Sunday. You got to be grateful. So, anyways, I'm loving that. Other than the people asking me the stories, I'm loving that. The other people I don't like, that looks like it hurts. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I'm 5 beers deep and forgot I had this thing on. Thanks for bringing reality in, Mom. You know, but brought me a lot of material on stage, and you know, we're having fun. We're having a good time. The MRI machine, have you been through one of those? They freak you out before you go in. Hey, you might need some medication. It's very loud. You know, a lot of people have panic attacks. Do you want headphones, earplugs? You want to just kill yourself now so you don't have to go through the trouble of it? And I'm like, oh my God, this is... I go in, I don't know if you've ever been one. It is very claustrophobic, you know, and you have your arms like this. I'm like, am I dead? What's going on here? Don't go in high. You're paranoid. But then, you know, I close my eyes to give you earphones, and I'm like, I wonder, you know, this isn't bad. I mean, is this it, right? That's what I'm wondering. And then you hear a... I'm like, whoever invented this machine, you think they'd be smart enough to cut the sound out? Oh my God. I had earplugs and headset on, and it sounded like the worst DJ in the world. It sounded like a DJ that snuck into a festival and pretended to be like Marshmello and just hit a button, and it was da 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 da, and people in the crowd like, what the hell? How do you... This isn't him. What the... horrible. I mean, such a bad DJ. I mean, worse than the Australian breakdancer in the Olympics. I mean, just... you know, just horrible. And somehow, I guess I'm just used to horrible sounds. I don't know. I'm married. And I came out, I was smiling, and the guy was looking at me like, you're fine? You were enjoying that? I was like, yeah, that was great. You know, I had to play it off. You ever do something horrible happens to you, and you're like, play it off like, yeah, that was not fine. Yeah, it's fine. They're like, hey, they just ran over your dog. Why aren't you crying? Nah, it's fine. Inside, you're like dying. You're like, oh my God, they just killed Rex. But you got to play it off like manly, like, you know. Like at practice, a kid ran into me with the football pads and everything. Really fucked me up. Inside, I wanted to cry. I wanted to call my mom. I wanted a blanket guy. And people were like, oh my God, Coach, you all right? And I was like, not a big deal. Perfectly fine. You know, one thing too, I will say, is I haven't been eating as much with this injury because the pain, I guess there's no hunger with pain. I guess that's been my whole missing thing. To lose weight, I just got to get hurt. And then I'm just going to drop 100, be ripped, be cool, you know, walk down the street, get a whistle blown at me, right? And not like a flag whistle, you're disgusting, like a whoo, whoo. I can't do it. I'm not a whistler. There's whistlers and there's non-whistlers. You pick your side, guy. And so I just want people to be equal. But, you know, I'm still fat, but it's great not eating as much. And I told my mom that. I was like, you know, I haven't been eating as much with the injury. And she's like, oh, that's good. Like, what do you mean? You always say I look great. You know what I mean? People lie. Oh, you look good. Don't tell a fat, bald, Uncle Fester looking person they look good. Right? You can see my nipples. It's disgusting. You know? Like I there's those fake people out there. It's usually like older family members. They're always overly nice. You ever met an old person overly, maybe they're just happy they're alive and they're just positive. You know, maybe, younger people are more fucking dickheads, right? So I damn weed. Where was I going? Give me a key word. Old people being nice. Spice. Don't ever smoke that. Ever smoke spice? It's legal in smoke shops. I don't know if it still is, but I did it like 15 years ago, and I thought I was a penguin. It was gross. I ate a lot of sushi. Love forgetting where I was going at, but I'll tell you this. People always think I've lost a lot of weight in the wintertime, which is coming up. I'm loving it. We're in sweatshirt weather. I'm feeling like maybe I should start eating more. The pain is there in my leg, but let's mask it with food. Fat people are jolly. Have you ever met a skinny, jolly person? Yes, but they're either really into church or they're like secretly a weirdo. You know what I mean? All fat people are jolly. I've never met a mean fat person. Have you? I don't think they exist. Nicest fat person in the world? Can you guess? Santa Claus. You kidding me? Can you imagine if Santa was skinny? He would not be dropping off gifts all night. I could tell you that. He'd be saying, I got to get to bed at 8 a.m. I got to jog in the morning. Then I got to hit my shake. Then I got to go to the gym and take a Pilates. And then let's do a salad around 2. They're all planned out and coordinated, and in reality, thank God that Jolly St. Nick likes cookies and milk, right? Life fucks you when you don't see it coming. Big head. 3 weeks late. No, I'm kidding. You know those Nike shirts that say just do it? Those get you in trouble. I bet you those shirts have made people commit crimes. You know, think about robbing the bank. I really should. My family needs the money and food. And they're wearing that Nike shirt. And they look down. And they go, oh my God, that's a sign. And they go rob the bank. And now they're in jail. Because of Nike. We should all ban Nike. Oh God, this is stuff we've already talked about. Oh, okay. I go take my car in. Oil change, tire rotation. I go early in the morning, didn't even have time to make coffee. You ever have coffee every day and then the one day you don't have coffee, you're like, oh, and you got a headache. I'm thinking to myself, maybe coffee isn't good. It's like coming off of drugs. You're like, I can't focus. My head hurts. I'm tired, right? And I'm like, this is a hardcore drug. This is crazy. And I go, and I'm sitting there while my car is being worked on. It takes forever. Thinking to myself, time really goes by slow. And then that other voice comes in, you should appreciate it. And then the other voice comes in, shut the fuck up. This is annoying. Get in my car, it's ready. I take off, I drive down the street, and it's a little vibrating. Vibrating, is that a word? It's vibrating a little bit. That's what I meant. And my car's a little older, so I'm like, whatever, it's a piece of shit. Bought it for $600 in a banana. And I'm like, something doesn't feel right. You know that gut feeling when you put your rent money on a team you really don't think you should bet. You think you should bet the other team, but you tell that inner voice to shut the fuck up. They don't know what they're talking about. You're going to be rich. I actually listened to that voice that was like, turn around, go back. That other voice came in and was like, no, come on. You gotta go all the way back there, half a block, ugh, and do a U-turn? Come on, that's too much. You need to go on the freeway. You need to get going, guy. The sooner you get going, the sooner you go lay on the couch and be a fat piece of shit. I know that's what you want. That voice, the other one, whew, I listened to it, finally. Usually I don't listen to it. That good voice, I don't listen to it a lot. So I look like this. And I go back, and the manager comes out after about 5 minutes. And he goes, I am so sorry. And I'm like, are you sorry that my mom made me ugly? What's going on here? He goes, they should have put your tire on right. It was about to come off. Here's a gift card for a restaurant down the street. $100 gift card. Apparently my life is worth a $100 gift card to Hooters. I didn't know that, you know. Wow, I can see my self-worth here. You know what that manager was thinking? Oh my God, this guy can sue us. He could have died if he got on the freeway. Well, he's fat. Let's give him a food gift card. That'll shut him up. If I was smart, I would have threw the gift card down and I said, you know, I'm calling my lawyer. But I'm not that guy. I don't have a lawyer. Right? I got a friend that's a lawyer, but, you know, it's going to piss him off if I bother him in his job. I get it. I don't have friends calling me asking, about, you know, hey, can you write a joke about my mom? You know what I mean? Busy here. I'm working. Sleeping on the couch. Taking medication. I need that go-to lawyer that's, you can call in the middle of the night, hey, Larry, we got a problem here. I'll be down in 5 minutes. I've always wanted that guy, you know, just a cleanup guy, right? You always got to need a cleanup guy in your life. For a while, it's your parents. But you get to a certain age, you don't want to call them anymore. You'd rather call a friend to borrow money than your parents, right? I can relate to the movie Quiet Place. Need to stay quiet so the alien doesn't hear you. Yeah. Same here. I need to stay quiet so the family doesn't hear me eat their leftovers from Cattleman's. I don't care if your name's on it. I'm hungry, Nicholas. Have you ever had to throw away a sex toy? If you gotta throw away a sex toy, a used one, it's got lint on it and smells and you're sick of hiding it, right? Go throw it away in someone else's trash can. I had to do that the other day. It's just like a mouth with a long tube. You think I'm gonna put that in my trash can? You know, a lot of times they dump the trash and some of it falls out and lands on your street and you gotta pick up a couple pieces, right? Can you imagine that thing falling out and being out in the street? I got old neighbors. They're gonna have a heart attack seeing a mouth. They're gonna think it's like an actual person's mouth. Oh my God, it's their mouth and like throat. It's hanging out. I threw it away because I just felt disgusting using it. I'm like, what am I? One day I was like, what am I doing? This is like a fake mouth. I was like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon. I was like, I'm too old for this shit. I do not trust anyone that likes cottage cheese. That is just a statement and a fact, guy. There's not too many people I know that like it, but if you don't like sushi but you like cottage cheese, you're a spy. You work for the Russian government. I don't trust you. I saw a casino commercial where two women were at a blackjack table and they go, we play for the laughter and stories. No, you play because you have a shitty job and you're thinking you can become a millionaire one day. You're not going to gamble for laughing and stories. What's the story? I lost all my money, now I gotta call my mom? I don't like companies that mail envelopes with the fake check. You know how many times I've come home like, oh my God, thank God, I needed the money. Whew. Who do I gotta thank? And you open it up. You've pre-qualified for a sex change. You know what I mean? It's like, gosh, darn it. I hate these companies that just rope you in. You know, fast food's been doing it for years to me. You see the commercial, it's midnight, you're trying to go to bed, but you're hungry, but you don't want to eat, and that burger just glistening and just dripping. They always spray it with water, right? It's always dripping. You're like, oh my God, You're like this by the TV, One time I was so hungry, I started licking the screen. I was like, oh my God. It's amazing what commercials and people will get you to do. You know what I mean? There's times where I don't even think about jerking off, and then I open up Instagram like, well, guess I'm bringing that streak. Thanks for posting sexual pictures. It's like always chicks too that like, I don't like to show off. Being myself. I need to start taking those photos. If they could do it, I could do it. Oh man. The chiropractor. Have you seen one of these? They're great, but if you miss a couple sessions, it's like an ex-girlfriend, right? They're like, hey, call me back. Hey, this is a great program. Hey, we're doing a special today. Hey, fuck me, suck me. I miss you. I stopped going because of my leg, and we'll work on the back as soon as we get through this. The whole body's falling apart, and saving up money for the Elon Musk body, okay? That robot body, it's mine. Can't get it yet. So I'm planning on calling him in a couple weeks. But it's been a couple weeks since I injured and since I stopped going. I told him I'd call him. And I'm telling you, I'm getting email, text, fax. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't been banging on my door. Hey, come back. You know, we miss you. I need the money. I need $55 every time you show up. Hey, can you show up 3 times a week? You know, I really hope you're back. No, I think it would really help your pocketbook so you can stay in that fancy house in the suburbs. Don't get me started on doctors and dentists and these specialists. I get you went to school. I get it's a hard job, but don't be going, I got in this to help people. Really? Huh? Because medical bills bankrupt people because you guys charge $1,000 for you to look at our balls. You know what I mean? Which, I don't blame you on that. I mean, I guess the gross stuff charge a lot. I don't blame you on that. But, I mean, come on. You go in for a checkup, medication. It's crazy. You know? I wish I could get the whole body scan and know if I'm dying or not. But I can't. I can't afford it. Most people can't. That's why you hear stories. He was healthy. He was young. He rode bikes. He climbed cliffs. He fought tigers. And just at 30 years old, they found a tumor in his head, and he died a couple months later. If only he knew. Yeah, he can't now, because all these people that love everyone love him so much they overcharge him, you know. I haven't been to the dentist for 25 years because it's so expensive. And every time you go, they're like, you got 10 cavities, you're gay, you're stupid. And I'm like, I can't afford to fix all that. You know, that's, the first one's cheap, but the last two, that's a lot of therapy, you know. It's expensive, dude. You know, but there's one thing is, it is kind of a blessing not to go to that stuff, because I think it's worse to know that you're going to die in 4 months than just to die. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's going to hit me more out of the blue because I have no hair, right? It's not going to be just falling out like, oh, what the hell? No, like, I'm just going to die. Like, chemo's here. I already look like I have cancer, right? I'm just going to die. That's the way to go. A little surprise attack, bam. And we're off and running to the heavenly gates. But who are we kidding? It's going to be the helly gates. I make myself laugh. It's the only reason why I do the podcast, is just to make myself laugh. It's not for you, 4 viewers, 2 listeners. Immigrants are eating cats and dogs, I've heard. Rednecks have been doing that for years. Want squirrel? And don't get me started on other cultures that have been doing that for years. You've heard the rumors. Those people don't want to say, because I don't want to be racist. Koreans. But, yeah, this isn't a new thing, and, God bless them. I bet you cat and dog's good. You know, like, We eat other animals. I mean, come on. When I think about it, I might go eat my cat. There's times where he pisses me off where I'm like, I should just cook you out of principle. Luckily, I'm not a psychopath. I haven't smoked myself to that level yet. I think the cat always looks at me nervous because they're like, oh my God, he smoked again. Schizophrenia's coming. My life's on the line. My cat, too, likes rough petting. Have you ever had an animal like this? I mean, this guy wants me to grab him by the ears, scratch him really hard, pull his head back. Got me thinking, what does this cat do when he goes outside? Is this guy into BDSM? Is he going next door and just having a woman kick him in his surgically removed nut area? This guy, I'm telling you, I cannot pet my cat normal. He's like banging against me, going back and forth. I mean, he's an animal. he is a weirdo. I don't know if this ever happened to you, but you ever film a blowjob? Mom, don't watch this part. One time I thought it'd be hot to film a blowjob. Hey, look at me. I'm Mr. Peter Woody. I was like, in the video, I was like, it's the only time I did it. I was like, you like sucking that cock? And she takes my dick out of her mouth and goes, no. And shame, go to sleep. You ever have someone tell you you're a brag? A brag? Oh, okay. Sometimes I look at my notes and I'm like, geez, I do have a problem. Has someone ever told you like a brag? Like a brag where it's a brag, but they make it sound like it's not a big deal, like it's not a brag. They tell you a brag, but it's not a brag. They're trying to mask it, right? I'll give you an example. My friend has a huge dong, okay? I've never seen it, but that's the word on the street. And he has complained that women want to have sex with him for his size, and he doesn't want 5 women at one time, or 10. He just wants one. He just wants to be in a relationship and want to be loved by a woman. Yeah, I've heard sarcasm before, guy. You want that, right? That is a lie. When a guy says he just wants one loving relationship, he wants a servant, and that's about it. No, this is a brag. Essentially what he said was, I have a huge dong, everyone wants me, life is great, I'm a man, and it sucks. Really? Don't go to other countries saying that. People will jump off of bridges. All right, that's been the show. Ended a little weird, but hey, we're a weird guy. Guy. There's got to be a person out there named Guy. Their last name's Guy. The name Guy. I should have been Woody. I should change my first name. I think I'd be a famous comedian. Oh yeah, see Woody. He talks about dicks a lot. Anyway, so that's the show. We're having fun, and I'm glad to be back. Podcast interviews coming, more shows. I'm going to be more consistent. We're back on the grind, and we're happy. Thank you. Subscribe, share. Check out the Instagram _Alex Woody Comedy. Come to this show Saturday at Epidemic Ales in Concord, 8 p.m.